Behind me is the Camberg and MagnaFlow Bronco. This thing has some heavy duty KMC beadlocks, BFG sitting at 37s. You got the Camberg upper control arms, Fox shocks, a super awesome wrap, powered with an Optima battery, rigid lights from head to toe, a GFC camper, and I like the side steps that pop down. Overall, you know, they always do good stuff, and a little Scotch unlocking kit right there, which is pretty sweet. Awesome Bronco by MagnaFlow and Camberg. How would you like a old new Bronco? Does that make sense? Behind me is a 1975 Ford Bronco. Alchemy is now creating these from the floor up, keeping the VIN number, and that's about it. Everything else on this Super Bronco is insane. You got the 7.3 liter Mozilla engine powerhouse on this thing. And I know what you're thinking, that's way too much power for a Bronco. Those things are so squirrely, which is why they increased the wheelbase as the same wheelbase as a Ford F-150. You have a ton of travel on this thing. The interior is insane. And they're making these things from the ground up. You can see right here, the VIN is the original VIN on the Bronco, but everything else is brand new. This thing drives like a dream. Some of the Coyote older Broncos are just, it's too much power. It's terrifying to drive. This thing with a wider wheelbase apparently is just absolutely fantastic. Check them out, Alchemy. They're producing these things in 2025. They'll start delivering them. Pretty rad. It wouldn't be a Bronco video without Vulcan Jr.'s Bronco RTR vehicle here. This thing is pretty rad. It was actually on us with the rally from Peterson Museum out to SEMA and is pretty rad. What's cool about this, for 20 grand all in over the base price, you could get all of these bells and whistles. From the grill, the light bars, the floor liners, all of the different branding and cool things. Obviously, Vulcan Jr. and the RTR team know what they're doing when it comes to Broncos, and this thing, if you want a turnkey solution to upgrade your Bronco, is a really rad concept, the Rover. Check out this pre-runner Bronco that is nuts. The Bronco Raptor, but heavily modified with a Roush engine, carbon trims, carbon fiber all around everywhere. This thing, I guarantee you, absolutely bangs the trails up. You got Fun Haver / RTR combined on this build. In the back, you got the full-size spare tire, some wing flaps just for additional speed and aerodynamics, because when you're going 100 miles an hour on a dirt road, that's what you need. Rad flow suspension and saline upper control arms. Got a super clean Bronco build on this. This is the RPG front bumper. I like the color matching. And then you got Vulcan tires, of course, with some hostile beadlock wheels, Anderson composite, carbon fiber front hood, and the interior is really where this thing shines. Look at this Alea leather interior, diamond stitching, really, really beautiful. I like this little cover that they put on the RCE board steps, and then continuing in the back, nice graphics on there. The Warrior, got the RC exhaust. This thing is really clean, and just for good measure, a couple kicker wakeboard speakers in the back so you could have some fun down in the lake. We got a Max Lighter Ford Bronco Raptor here that is, you know, Max Lighter has been doing Broncos forever, and this is just the epitome of what they build. Paint match fenders here. You got the stock side steps, Max Lighter wheels that it looks like they could be true beadlocks. I'm not 100% sure. The interior is really where this thing shines. Look at this brown leather diamond stitched interior. A ton of custom work on a really cool Bronco Raptor build. Max Lighter. Behind me is the TIS Off-Road and Hercules Tires Bronco Wild Track with the Fiberworks bumpers. I like the paint job. It's not quite a banana yellow. It's almost like a mustard yellow, which is pretty cool. I love these Anderson composite doors on this thing. You got TAC side steps. That's gonna protect your rig and allow you to get up and down with some TIS Off-Road wheels, DTS wheels and TIS Off-Road tires. You got King shocks on there, and the rest of it looks mostly stock, but I will say I really like the doors on this Anderson composite TIS Off-Road and Hercules Tires Bronco. We're in front of the top off-road performance wild track Bronco here. This ADD off-road bumper absolutely matches the body of this thing with some integrated Baja Designs fog lights. You got a super winch and then the Oracle front headlights, which I'm hit or miss on Oracle. I think these are pretty cool. On the side, you got the Mayhem wheels in a bronze. The suspension looks relatively stock, but up top, we got a Roverall rooftop tent. This thing's heavy duty, hard shell tent. A Witawata, another Witawata, in order to get up there. You gotta also use that. On the back, look at this mountain bike setup. Not only do you have the 360-degree awning, but the Kuwait mountain bike setup plugs right into the tow hitch, and you still have your spare tire. Cool solution for you mountain biking enthusiasts. We got a sweet Havoc off-road Bronco here. I love these tubular doors that if you like taking your doors off, this still keeps everything inside these side steps. All tubular design. You could jump up and over rocks with those things. You got some Husky mats underneath, which look pretty clean. I like the Best top. That actually is the safari cut, so you could roll it back if you wanted to, just take the top off. And then in the back, we got the Havoc off-road rear bumper, the Havoc off-road spare tire carrier. If you guys are running anything bigger than 35s on the back of your Bronco, you need to reinforce the hinges because over time those will break. So this is a really complete build that looks pretty cool in my opinion. We're in the mile marker booth with a 5.0 Coyote engine Ford Bronco on here. This thing rips, I will tell you, after driving one in the past. Well, that's a lot of power for a Bronco. It gets a little squirrely. One thing that I thought was really cool, the integration of the Rockslide Engineering side steps. I like how there's a little bit of patina on the paint, and overall, I bet this thing is super fun to drive. You got some billet control arms right there. I'm not sure what it is, but overall, cool build. Love my classic Broncos. We're in the Armadillo Designs booth with a really sick paint job on this Bronco. You got the brand new 8112 shocks on here by Bilstein, but check out this hardtop. So this is a hardtop replacement by Armadillo Designs that comes with a nice, like, sleek looking back here, storage on the side. This is a great solution for someone who wants a different hardtop than what comes from the factory. 2 different color options on this one. I guess you could paint it too. This Bronco is sick as well. Raceline wheels, Baja Boss tires. You got the full Bronco setup right here. You could just pull that out. And then on the other side, the rack system is a Gobi rack with the Deviate and interior fenders. These 2 Broncos are dope. I can't believe we missed them when we first walked around, but I'm glad I got them now.